Hi guys, Kate here. So I thought I'd make another tip video for you. So without further ado, here's advice you didn't ask for about going to the doctor in Korea. Okay, story time. So last month I was at school and one of the second grade girls who I didn't teach at the time, she just sees me in the hall all the time. She's one of my biggest fans and she gave me a hug, and then the next day I was so ill. It was, I can't even. Anyway, long story short, I got the flu. And I had to go to the doctor, which is actually the first time I went to the doctor since I got my mandatory health check when I first got here to Korea. So I thought I'd make a video about my experience and about what you can expect when you come here and you get sick and need to go to the doctor. So, first of all, if you are hired by a public school here in Korea, or Hagwon if they're, legit, you will be covered under the Korean National Health Service. So what that means is you will be paying into the national health insurance. Your school will pay half and then you'll pay half. I think I pay around like $80 a month roughly for health insurance. And what that gets you is you basically can walk into any clinic in Korea and get treated really cheaply and really quickly. So when I had the flu, I found a clinic nearby that is open on the weekend because I, of course, waited until it was a Sunday and really inconvenient to go to the doctor because I'm one that likes to avoid it. Thanks, Mom, for giving me that inclination. Anyway, so I called up my friend Grace because I was worried I was going to faint during the 10-minute walk. I was that sick. And so she came over and we went to the doctor. When we got there, the nurses at the front counter didn't really speak English. And at this place they were kind of grumpy. But the doctor did speak some English. The first time I went, my friend Grace speaks some Korean, so he mostly spoke Korean to her. But the second time I went, and the third time I went, the doctor that I got was really excited to tell me that he's married to a Western woman, so he liked to talk about that a lot in English. Anywho, he was super friendly, it was cool. From what I've heard, and from my own personal experience, doctors here in Korea at least know a little bit of English because all the medical terms are in English, so they need to know at least a little bit so they can understand the terms. Also, I think a lot of doctors were trained like in Western, like English-speaking countries like the US or the UK or Canada. So when you go to the doctor, they'll at least be able to work with you a little bit on like, simple terms and stuff like that. Okay, cost. So I went to the clinic. I filled out a form in English, waited literally like 90 seconds. Guys, it was so quick. There was like nobody there. Went and talked to the doctor maybe for 5 minutes. He checked out my ears. Indeed, I had an ear infection. And then I went next door to the next room and they gave me a shot in the butt, which sounds really weird and invasive, but actually was more like up by my hip, like up, like in the small of my back, not on my butt. So that, I was fine. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal. And all of that cost maybe $5. Really. Then they gave me a prescription and the pharmacy was literally next door. I went over there. My prescriptions were like $3, so give or take a few dollars, like it was actually all told maybe not even like $9 to go to the doctor and to get prescriptions together. It was like insane. So that's something that's really great about the Korean healthcare system. It's just really cheap and easy to go to the doctor and get the meds that you need. Here's the downside. When you go and you're ill and you need prescriptions, they'll only give you enough for 3 days at a time. So I had an ear infection. Ear infections take at least 7 to 10 days to heal. So I had to go back like twice. Just be prepared that if you have some sort of, infection or something that's going to take more than 3 days to heal, you're going to have to keep going back, go to the doctor, talk to them, get another prescription, and go to the pharmacy because they don't prescribe refills either. So that was my experience at the doctor. Now I want to talk about drugstores and regular grocery stores and what you can and can't get there. So in the US, you can go to the grocery store and get just, you know, over-the-counter pain meds and all sorts of first aid stuff right there in the aisle with like the toothpaste and hair dye and other stuff. But in Korea, in the grocery store, mostly from what I've seen at Home Plus, is just one of the big box stores, kind of like Walmart. It's owned by Tesco, the UK brand. If anyone out there in the UK is watching, you'll know Tesco, right? It's a huge thing. Anyway, so in their health and like body care, I don't know what else to call it. Anyway, they mostly just have cosmetic stuff like your hair stuff, your toothpaste, your dental stuff, your, you know, contact solution stuff, and then like vitamins and makeup and things like that. They don't have like, you know, like aspirin, cold medicine, things like that. They don't have that. That sort of thing you need to go to the pharmacy for. And actually, like, my meds that I got when I was sick were really cheap, but after I looked up the Korean names, it was really just like all, like, it was basically Dayquil in all its different parts and then an antibiotic. So it was cheap, but it was really stuff I could get over the counter at home for like roughly the same price if I got a full bottle of it. Anyway, so if you want anything like that, you have to go to a drugstore and even get a prescription. I haven't tried getting painkillers at the drugstore without a prescription, so I don't really have experience with that. But I know that's stuff you definitely can't get at the grocery store, so just be prepared for that. Okay, sorry if the image is different. I had to get up and fiddle with my camera because it's turned off. Why? You have so much space left, 20 minutes left of footage. Why? So as I was saying, about dental stuff. So you may have heard that in Korea the toothpaste doesn't have any fluoride. That's a lie. At least nowadays you can find toothpaste with fluoride in it. I don't know, pretty much every toothpaste has fluoride in it, I think. I don't know. So don't worry about that. You will find floss as well. The one thing that I haven't found is fluoride mouthwash or like anti-cavity mouthwash. They have a lot of Listerine type like mouth rinses and other things that kind of look like it's kind of the same thing. It's just like make your mouth minty or get rid of the germs. But something that I need personally is fluoride mouthwash, and I haven't found it yet. I plan to go talk to the pharmacist because there's an English-speaking pharmacist down the street. I just haven't yet. Well, that's all the advice that I've got for you, you know, that you didn't ask for today. So I guess I'll see you on the flip. Peace.